silent in the chat. Like, that's a first timer though. Something happened. Nothing on YouTube. No, nothing. Well, thank you for tuning in at least. Sorry, I tuned down my mic instead of the music. That's unfortunate. The slide has changed. I hope I'm not too loud, and I hope the music is okay like this. But welcome to the stream, Mr. Bonani. Thank you for tuning in. Good afternoon. Am I right? No, I'm not sure. Let's see. I think I have a t-shirt. You have complete... Volume is good now. Missed the intro? Yeah, I guess you did. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon it is. Volume is good now. Yeah, you missed the intro, Mr. Fire Spire. Thank you for your support, by the way. That's really, really appreciated. Let me see. Let me get the mail. I'm kind of curious, though. Yes, you did it. Congratulations on submitting 5 or more pull requests and contributing to open source projects this month. Here is a unique link. Kinda cool though. Gotta admit, it's cool. So, if you haven't done the... like, what the hell? Focus. Yeah. If you haven't done the Hacktoberfest yet, I definitely recommend doing it. Just to get an introduction to Git. But yeah. I should order my t-shirt. I'm going to order it tonight, right after the stream. And it can take... whoa. Here's a unique link. You can expect it to arrive in a few weeks for US. And up to 1 month for international shipping. So, yeah. What I don't like this year is that they ship these t-shirts after Oktoberfest and not during. Because during is kind of cool, right? Like... completing it on the first day and then be able to show the t-shirt like during Hacktoberfest. I don't know why they did this year, but yeah, I'm going to order it. So for tonight, I'm not sure yet. I honestly don't know. I got a couple of options again, and maybe you can help me decide. I can dive into Node-RED in checking its status. I'm not sure if it's viable for publishing yet, but I could check into the new Node-RED. I could work on a new add-on which I have in mind, which is Track Car. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. Well, hello there, Mr. Timo. Thank you for tuning in, though. So I was thinking about Track Car. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of it's like a GPS tracking service, which you can track devices on and plot them on a map where they were, and it supports like a shit ton of car tracking devices, and you can run it like on your own system. So we could build an add-on for that one. So that's one of the ideas I have for tonight. A possibility. I could open up my own configuration and tinker with that, since that definitely needs some attention. I've been playing around with ESP chips as well. Maybe for the guys who tuned in my last stream, I was trying to flash one. Well, I currently actually got something working. So I created like a mini LED strip. I just cut off a piece of the 5 meters I got. So I'm playing around with it, but I have a problem with it. The first LED already died, the first LED, so it's dead already. And I'm not sure, it's not showing now, but at some point it's just like flashing weird colors. So that's something I need to look into. Night Rider feelings, yeah. Well, that was kind of the it's a Larson scanner, which is called, if I'm correct. It's provided by the library I've used. But yeah, kind of cool. It's based on the piece of code by Timo, who's also in the chat. Cyclone Overlords. I'm unfamiliar with that, by the way. This is something weird. Like, it's working correctly now on stream. I'm not sure why, but sometimes it just, one of the LEDs will like flash in purple or green. And usually it's the first one or the last one. So I'm kinda thinking I maybe should, yeah. Did you see it? I'm not sure. Well, that's a problem, of course. But maybe I could write something for this. I've seen people writing on Twitter that the ESP32, which I'm using right here, was not good enough for the fast LED library, but yeah. Maybe a bad connection solder joint on one of the LEDs on the strip itself. Well, that would be like a pity, right? But so far, yeah, another blue one. Okay, so this is one of the things I'm playing with in preparation of my big project, which is I still have revealed what it is. But I'm learning to code on these things. Pretty happy with that one. Andy Jackson, thank you for joining the stream, by the way. Really appreciate you tuning in. So that's one of the options for tonight as well. What else can I do? I don't know. The ID add-on still needs a release, so that's kind of. I'm going to turn that thing off. The bright, flashy LED is just grabbing my attention. So that possibilities, a lot of possibilities. Do you guys have an idea? What do you want to see tonight? Or something different? Do you need something like Firespire? Do you have something you wish for? Like you've been supporting me this week, and that's kind of cool. I really appreciate it. So maybe you have an idea on what you would like a new feature, new add-on, or something else. And while we think about that, I'm going to grab myself some beer, and I got a little bottle here. Because it's weekend, right? My weekend has started yet. Here we go. Oh. So I'm going to say cheers, by the way. Nothing for me, still at work, so I can't pay super attention. Okay. That's okay. Cheers. Thank you, Andy. Cheers as well, mate. Okay, so what's the name of the tracking add-on you mentioned a minute ago? Well, there is no tracking add-on. The idea is to build a tracking add-on. So that's kind of the thing. And let me switch to the desktop. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm thinking about. Let's go. Where's my desktop? My desktop is right here. Oh, that reminds me. I've been testing I've been testing the animations in my my OBS, my streaming software, and I kind of wonder if I turned off all the animations. So there is a possibility that I switch to the desktop and all the animations trigger. So sorry if it does. Let's try. Okay. Nothing happened. Oh, by the way, that sign. Jdad in the top right. Jdad is the boss, so if you want to be the boss, be sure to attack him. So, my desktop. Let me see. The thing I was thinking about. I think it's called Trackcar. Yeah. And it has been suggested on repo quite some time ago. Let me get it. No, repository. I think it was requested though. I'm pretty sure it was requested. Trackcar. It was requested by Cooper Dill in March already, and Trackcar is a GPS tracking software, free and open source system, and supports more than 140 GPS protocols and more than 1,000 models of GPS tracking devices. There is a Docker image already, which is kind of cool, since add-ons are actually a Docker image, so it gives a nice basis. So, and he gives some configuration on URLs to use. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. It has 2 upvotes, so that's kind of cool. So there are more people interested, and including myself. And this is it. And I need to lower the volume of the music for me. Okay, that's much better. Just a little bit. So what this actually does, it is like do they have something visual on here? Well, this is a list of all the devices they support, which is just a shitload of devices. And they have like apps for tracking. Thank you for the follow, Mr. B-Death. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay and chat a little. Your opinion is welcome, sir. So it supports a shit ton of devices. It has like apps for mobile phones, for Android, and it even has a management app. I'm not sure what the difference is. I have not played with them, so I have literally no idea what it is and how it works. Overview. The track car server. Yeah, this is. I want to see like how it looks. Like show me it. Show me the money. Install. Yeah, that's nice. Manual. Geofences. Okay, cool. I want to see something real. Demo. Give me a demo. Yeah. Please check paid options. No, I want a demo. Okay. So you need an account for a demo. It kinda sucks. Okay, let's use the magic girl. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And the idea is you can just hook up like GPS devices and track them. I think that's pretty valuable. And one of the things we could do is actually, if we manage to create this, and you'll be able to like track devices. Team Labo, thank you for watching, man. He's watching on YouTube. Thank you for joining, and hi, indeed. So we could, you could buy those cheap Chinese trackers and just track something, like your car, bicycle, mother-in-law, I don't know. Think of something, and we could stream it right into your own managed platform. Fire Spy, be able to find out what my wife is headed to the mall and freeze the credit cards. Well, we should be able to automate that, right? I've seen someone was creating like the first bank integration, the first bank component for Home Assistant. So it's kind of scary, but I see the possibilities now. Thank you. From DC. Tina, oh my God, you're from DC. That's an awful. It's like morning in DC, right? No, it's afternoon, probably. That's an awful lot. Okay, if tracker is paid servers and even third-party tracking, even if you use my server. No, they have a paid service. That's the kind of the thing. They have a paid product, so you can just buy like a service in here. So you can buy a paid service, but that's optional. It's totally open source, so you can run your own installation. So yeah, that's probably a possibility to do. Like, would it be cool like having an add-on which you can install, and then you can hook up like over 1,000 of those cheap Chinese tracking devices to your system? And it would be even more awesome if we could create a component which feeds the data into Home Assistant. So you can like do device tracking in Home Assistant using your... Oh, this is kind of cool, track card. I'm not sure if it's possible, but just think about it. Lithium, thank you for your subscription, mate. The 3rd month in a row now. That's awesome, sir. Thank you very much. That's really appreciated. I should play something for you. Do you have something in mind? Like, do you like Snoop Dogg, or maybe you like cats? That's usually the question, but you're on stream multiple times. Snoop, okay, Snoop, here comes Snoop for you, mister. I hope the sound is good. Thank you for the subscription, mate. That is really appreciated. Let me see. Andy, what does Andy have to say? Oh, vCloud info. That's Carlo. Carlo. I'm not sure. What's your name again? I want to be respectful. I forget names. But vCloud info. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Andy Jackson. Let me see. If you can run in Wooly locally, not send local data, pay them, and buy your own tracking, that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, well, that's the idea to do. Carlo. Yeah, Carlo is it. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. That's kind of cool. I suppose the GPS tracker would need to have a SIM card or something to relay the data back. Yeah, I think so too. But there are a lot of cheap options, and maybe you, like the data is like low, right? You don't need much data, so maybe you can buy like, I'm not sure if it's in every country, but in our country we have something like a prepaid card. Hold on, I'm right back. So sorry for the little interruption. Will be another interruption in a couple of seconds, but okay. So I suppose a GPS tracker would need a SIM card or something. Yeah, that's true. But in the Netherlands, we have like those prepaid cards. We have like a couple of bucks on them, and you can burn it out and or put some money on it in case you need it. And these devices usually use pretty much no data at all. So you could probably, for a couple of bucks, can run it for like months. vCloud info, glad to watch. It's always interesting and great music selection. Well, thank you, mister. The music selection is, by the way, by Monster Cat, which I'm currently thinking about getting a content creator license with, so I can use their music like without anything. Marshall Bomber from YouTube. Greetings from South Africa. Well, greetings back, Mr. South Africa. Damn, that's an awful lot away. But creating a thing like this, like having it on that just tracks your... Oh, it's mobile? Setting alarms? Okay. Like being in control of your own GPS data, that's kind of sweet. In my opinion, I think it's sweet. I'm not sure. So do you think this is an option for tonight? Would you guys use this? Actually? It looks kind of sexy and cool to use. And the devices, they are like compatible with the list. It's just amazing. Let me see. Can we find some of the products? Like if you go into devices, there's a huge list. So if you go into like AliExpress, let's find a device. Let's see if it's on the list. Like GPS tracker, car, whatever. Give me something. GPS trackers. Well, this seems like a GPS tracker. 90 days standby, 2G, GPS waterproof, free app, fine. So this is a TK star, TK905. TK905. So that's not in the list. TK905. So that's a good start. But a lot of TK devices are supported, as it seems. TK5000. Let me see, what do we have here? Siren. So this seems to support mobile or something. Frank, would it be possible to create an add-on for Volumio? Charlie, thank you for asking. I've researched it, and it's kind of hard to do. It's like, that would be like super much work. And I'm not sure if it's worth it and if it's going to work at all. So I've investigated it based on like one of the streams by Dr. Zzz. Dr. Zzz. Can I find a device that's compatible? Maybe I should try the other way around. I'm not sure which one is popular though. But no, yeah. Technically, everything is like possible. That's kind of the problem. But is the juice worth a squeeze? That's always the question. Fission tech. I'm not sure what fission tech is. Let me search fission tech. But I'm not sure if it's worth it. All that trouble to be able to support it. I haven't heard of these things at all. GPS marker, that sounds something we should be able to get. Typo. Nope. Nope. Easy track. So it supports stuff you cannot buy. Mega stack. Oh man. Like, you wake up in the morning and you think, let's call it Mega Stack XT07. Yeah, it's in the list. But this one is supported. So you set up, yeah. Thank you. So this is one of the devices you could use, and I'm sure there are more. This is one of the devices you could use to track your car using like this. Or you can use an app, or you can send in different data. I'm pretty sure there's an API in it which you can call. So you can even feed it from Home Assistant in case you want. Well, let's say we have like, you want to track your mobile, right? And you're already doing that in like Home Assistant. So for example, the iOS app. I have the iOS app installed, and it sends the coordinates into Home Assistant, right? And it would be cool if you could send it into like this little platform and be able to see the tracks, since currently you can only see like the position in Home Assistant and not the history of where you have been. So that would be interesting as well, not only for car tracking, but for tracking from devices in Home Assistant in general. Andy Jackson, yes, being able to feed the GPS data I am already in my Google Maps device. Tracker component would be great, yeah. I might pursue this. Shall we try? Let's try. Let's try. I'm going to do it. Let me see. There was already a Docker container, so let's see how it looks like. Okay, this is that. Good start. Let me see. Where's the Docker file? This is their GitHub, right? Docker. Okay, they have now a separate repo for the Docker container. And they have Alpine-based containers. Fuck yeah. That's something I use. And how? That's it? Oh, it's Java based. Fuck me, it's Java based. It's Java based. Come on, guys. Who the hell uses Java these days? What the? Holy mother of home automations. That's a waste of time. Oh, Java. Yes, Timo. Java. That's like ugly. I don't like it. I don't like Java. Rest in peace. Yeah. Kinda, right? Kinda fucked up. So what to do about this one? What to do about this one? Shall I continue? Like it... This seems a little bit large, like 512 megabytes of virtual machine memory. That won't be fun to run. The nice thing is though, it's like super simple to do cross-platform, right? It would be super simple to run on multiple architectures. That's kind of cool. Like, let's take it positively. So this is kind of cool. So this is one of the options for tonight. let me start on the options again. So I could work on my own stuff. I could. Evening girls, evening shabby. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back, Mister. Missed so we could work on the track car thingy. We could work on my own setup. My home assistant setup, that is. Like, let's do some tinkering. I could try work on the ESP chip. Maybe some LED stuff, I'm not sure, that's all new to me as well. I could work on the ID add-on, and I could work on Node-RED, so yeah, I would appreciate some help on choosing what to do. Meanwhile, let me open my stuff already. Let's, seriously, you want me to work on the LEDs with lithium? Like, of all the things I can do, you want me to work on the LEDs? Like, okay, I'm going to scratch the LEDs part. Like, there are tons of videos out there on YouTube, and there are like tons of blog posts on how to do that stuff, and it's all really new to me, so I'm going to be struggling on stream. I don't mind that though, but yeah. Let me see what's the status of my development environment. Let me enhance the font a little. A little bit too much. Yeah. Not that hard. Yeah, I know. I like. Have you seen it already, Lithium? I can boot it up again. I tried some stuff. Vagrant Destroy has IO. I think I'm going to try the track card component. I'm kind of interested myself. I kind of find it fun to do. Like, it would be super simple to create something like that, probably. The only problem is I don't have a development environment running at this point. So that would take like a couple of minutes. That terminal thing you're using, is that available for Windows as well? Showing path and git info. Shabby? I don't know. I've not been using Windows since like 90... No, that's not true. I've not been using Windows since 2010. 2010 was, I think, the last time I used a Windows machine. So Windows was Windows XP time. Windows 7, I tried Windows 7 once. And I haven't touched a Windows machine since then. So I wouldn't know. Oh, look at that! A tweet from Home Assistant. It's time for another release. This time we have 98, 99, but 100 people contributing code. I want to see this. Let me see this. Let me pick up the status. Like, it has been crazy. Oh, you've already upgraded, but... Okay. Yeah. Release time indeed, Timo. Let's check out the release, by the way. Z-Wave calling fee actually is mega sweet. Oh, really? They put it in? Like, I've seen and read the docs, but I've missed the merch. 100 contributors. So this is kind of cool. I've been waiting for this one. Frank, do you want to tackle an open hash issue? Multi-user Fitbit support has been still for a year. I cannot do that, Mr. V Cloud. Sorry, mister. Like, I do not work on hash. I've recently started using hash, which is kind of like like how many weeks ago? Like 3 weeks ago, I've been starting using Home Assistant actually on my own setup, and this is actually what I got at this point. And I've got some pretty sweet stuff in it. Like I've built an integration with Lovelace and Grafana, kind of cool. Like my life power usage of my my home. So this is the point where I am right now, and it's all kind of new to me, and I do not work on like the Home Assistant core. So yeah, let me see. But I've been waiting for this little piece, the Home Assistant update entity, which allows you to update entities on demand instead of waiting for the interval. And that's kind of sweet, since there are many times that you know something changed, you just don't know what. Let me give you an example. I have an alarm system which is only once every 10 minutes updated, but there are a lot of triggers in my home that can indicate the alarm system, the alarm state changed. So it would be awesome if I like have that indicator. I can verify it by updating the alarm system. So I'm kind of waiting for this feature. I'm happy it's in. Template sensors, okay, fine. Yeah, they need the entity ID to be set in order for this to work. Okay, that's fine. And the new climate component. I'm not sure if I'm happy about that they chose this one. I understand why. It's more in line with like all the other stuff for Lovelace, but I like the sexy plexi one I currently have, which is the Nesta-like system. I think it looks nice and very clean. Yeah, I think this one looks nice and very clean as well. You can make it even cleaner. So I'm not completely sure about this one, but okay. And by the way, HVAC is not as like standard in the Netherlands where I live. We have like heating. That's it. Heating. That's all. Entry support. Alarm panel button card. And the button card is in. That's amazing. Thermostat card. Yeah, and the long press support. Timo already mentioned it. Long press support. Whoop. Yeah, that's amazing. Same here in Norway. Yeah, shabby. Really all the heating, right? And same in the UK. No need for cooling. Yeah, we have like 2 weeks of sun a year. This year was especially sunny, but yeah. Opposite in South Florida, we only have AC. Yeah. So, like somewhere between like the Netherlands, the UK, Norway, and like Florida. There are like homes which have like heating and cooling. Okay. Fall is going to be on Sunday this year. It will be down to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. 80 degrees, that's like 80 degrees, that's 37 degrees Celsius, I guess. Oh, 26, okay. How did I miscalculate? No, never mind. 26 degrees Celsius. Well, that's like summer in our country. We have temperatures up to 30 degrees Celsius. I cannot calculate at this point. So that's 86. That's like the highest. 80 degrees is 26, 27 degrees Celsius. But I'm kind of looking forward to this one. How long has it been out? 32 minutes. So it's not ready for Has.io yet, so it would not be available for me, I guess. Let me check. Has.io. Interesting. No, it's not available yet. So that's not possible. NKD, I'm going to call you NK, man. I'm sorry. NK, I built the thermostat. Well, thank you, mister. I do like it. but I like the nest looking thing better, but that's just personal opinion. But I'm going to try it out, that's definitely for sure. So thank you very much for your contribution, that's really appreciated. Mr. Banani, Spotlight is faster than Google for these conversations. Not sure where you're going here. It's very experimental, maybe some scaling issues. Okay, well that's okay, Lovelace is experimental, right? So I'm going to close this. I'm not going to play around with my system, I'm going for the track car thingy. I'm going to set up a development environment, and we're going to create some folders and structures, and we're going to try to create a car tracker, some kind of tracker based on track car, which doesn't have to be a car, I think. I'm going to try this. Oh, not conversation. Temperature conversions. Okay. Spotlight is faster than Google for conversions. Yeah, but I don't have Spotlight. I have Alfred. And I've disabled all nonsense. Okay, I don't use Spotlight, I don't like Spotlight. Vagrant up. Let me enable a development environment since we need one. Google is faster. In this case it is, yeah. I'm not sure, maybe it does. No, it does not understand it. So let me boot up a virtual machine here for development. This might take a while, which is fine, since we can start preparing the general add-on structure. So we need a small add-on based on Alpine Linux as a template. So we can just copy, this is what I always do, I just copy in, I did it before. Look at this, I copied AppDaemon for MotionEye. So in this case I need an add-on based on Alpine Linux as small as freaking possible. So I'm going to pick up the Thor add-on and I'm going to copy it into track car. Oh, that's wrong. Marcel, max today was 36 Celsius, really? Oh my god, that's like, that's one of those days. If it's 36 degrees Celsius in our country, those are the days that everybody is like, we're dying, oh please help, we're dying. We get like days off from work and stuff. True story though. Schools will be closed at those temperatures as well. So we have copied the folder of Thor. Let's remove the Git folder since we're going to start a new Git repository. Let me make an empty commit. Git commit min allow empty Batman. This commit has no parents. So this is the first commit. I have heating and cooling. Oh, yeah. Well, I can understand Marcel. We only have heating, like cooling is a luxury product in our country. We do have a little, I have a little cooler, like one of those mobile thingies where there's a hose and you put it outside of the window, and well, that's kind of like enough for the 2 unbearable days a year. Like you put it on the attic, somewhere in the corner, and well, that's it. Yeah, guarantees a good night's sleep on those days. Okay, so Thor, this is going to be now track car. So this is the basic. Let me get out Visual Studio Code. And it's opening on the wrong monitor. Here we go. Why is it saying unsupported? I'm not sure. I have never seen this. Let me don't show this again. So as you can see, this is Thor at this point, so we're going to rename all this stuff. What's in here? The development environment. Once I have my password, here we go. This will now start booting up Ubuntu, install the machine, and install Hash.io for us so we can start developing and testing on that thing. I hope it doesn't affect the stream, by the way, since this is pretty intensive. This is running a virtual machine on my computer, installing like Ubuntu and Hash.io, and it's doing it all for me, so that's kind of cool. So let's go into here. Let's start with some freaking basics. We have trackcar in here. This is all like based for Thor. We don't need all this crap. No, I don't want to select everything. I just want to select this piece. So I'm gonna keep one file. I'm going to make some typos. Sure, man. I've used one of these mobile ACs during the summer. It's called R2D2. I call it R2D2. That's kind of cool. I got one, and I've ordered one since it was definitely, we had some freaking hot days this year, which is pretty unusual. So I went online, bought like the only mobile AC they have left in the store, and they shipped it, and the next day it was delivered. So that's kind of cool. And even cooler about that freaking thing, apparently it had Wi-Fi. So I was kind of surprised. I didn't look at it at first, and then it had Wi-Fi. So then I searched for the app, and it was working bad, so I was kind of like disappointed a little. But yeah, there's a lot of shitty stuff out there, so that's okay. It's okay. I thought, okay, never mind. It's just the mobile air conditioning for 2 days a year, or maybe a week or so. So not so important, right? So then I started searching online, and what amazed me is that the chips inside these mobile air conditioning I bought was actually made by Tuya. And well, if you have looked at Home Assistant a little bit, Tuya is kind of big. Apparently, I've never heard of it, but it's kind of big and was entering into Home Assistant. And I downloaded the Tuya app on my mobile, and it just fucking worked. So I created I created an account with Tuya, and actually managed to get it working with Home Assistant. So the freaking thing is just a Tuya device. Kind of happy about it though. Okay, this can be deleted. This is Tor residue. Runs the trackcar daemon. I hate the word already, by the way. So execute sleep for like 900 seconds. That should be enough. Well, 9,000 should be enough. So I'm not sure what to run yet, so I'm just going to enter some placeholders, make it like free of the Thor one, which I copied. Like this is a description, make it lorem ipsum. This is also a description. We're going to make it lorem ipsum, which makes it easy. I can search for lorem ipsum later on. So this is the boring part, by the way. I'm not sure about the description yet. Lorem ipsum. I'm definitely not familiar with the topic on the community forums yet, which has to be created. Options, I don't care. Let's delete them. And here as well. So this is empty now. Ports, I don't know. Let's leave it in. The Docker file. Welcome to the Docker file, by the way. For track car. Lorem ipsum. So I'm just removing all the parts of Thor as much as possible, just to get me some kind of template started. Code of conduct, contributing. since it's already 2018, read me a car, lorem ipsum. So this is how I usually start an add-on, like just copy something in, remove all traces of the old add-on, and then we have a nice little, I should create like a template, right? I really should, but I guess I'm too lazy. So these are options which do not exist in the new add-on. Goodbye. Tor. Fine. Changelog, which is still true. Fine. It's 2018. So let's search for add-on Thor, which should be add-on track car. Yeah, that makes sense. Replace all. So some URLs in here, which I don't need anymore. This is another community URL, which I don't know yet. Oh. So Tor dash is probably something I need. I could probably just like Tor dash replaced by track car dash. Yeah, replace this one. That should clean stuff up. Stupak, Mister, thank you for joining. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for tuning in. How nice to see you. Hey, Mister. Stupak, have you tried splitting up your Java UI file for your configuration file? It's possible, but I can figure out the order of the views if you have more than one. I have not, and I will not. And the reason for this is you need like a component to do this, which is a custom component, which use a different method to include stuff. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I just stick, like, I'm new to the system, right? I like to stick with like the basics, like a custom. I do accept like a custom Lovelace component. That's about it. I will stick to it. Like, that's it. Mr. Shabby, the include feature will be removed for your love. Oh, it does support it right now. Okay. At some point, so I do not recommend it. Yeah, I've read about it. I wasn't sure, but I've seen it somewhere. So the beer is tasting fine though. Friday night. I like it. So I'm drinking, by the way, I'm drinking Leffe, which is a blonde beer from Belgium. And really tastes fine. Really a good one. Leffe blonde indeed. Any more Thor in here? Oh, here it is in the finish. So that would like take care of most stuff Thor related. Oh, here's another one. And then we should be ready to go for some action. Yeah, this is fine enough for now. So let's close all. Here we go. So we have our empty repo for Trackcar. Welcome to Trackcar. We have an empty repository based on Alpine Linux, which forms the basic for YAML. And the first thing we should start with is Docker. Hello Docker. Currently installs Tor, which we don't need. But let's see. Dutch Nicholas, welcome to the stream, Nicholas. Good to see you here, mister. Oi, 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 I'm late, Mr. VMAP. Welcome to the stream, mate. It's getting busy on Friday night, right? Yeah, you're late, man, but you're not too late for action. I'm just starting, so nothing wrong. Let me see. This is like, okay. So we have Trackcar. I'm going to build Trackcar, by the way. Frank, but wine is better than beer, Mr. Shabby. I do not agree, since I have a medical condition which wine is like hurting my tummy a little, and beer isn't. So I do not agree, mister. No, at some kind of string. What's going on there? Oh, no shabby. Okay. Enjoying a 4-star hotel, are you, Nicholas? Are you just for business or pleasure? That's always still better taste-wise. I do not agree, by the way. There are some, if you're willing to pay for beer, there's really good beer out there. I have like two categories of beer. One is the beer you usually drink on birthdays and parties. That's a party beer. All right, we have party beer, which is like, for the Americans, I guess, the Budweiser, and for us it's like the Pilsners and lager beers. I don't drink those usually, so. Lydius, I strongly disagree. Yeah, I do not agree on that thing as well. Oh, it seems like my development environment has started. Let's see. Here we go. Welcome to Home Assistant. Hi, I'm Frank. How are you? So we have an empty, freshly installed Home Assistant system, which is Featural, which you can use to test stuff on, which we do not need yet. We're not at that point. So we now need something like Java inside the container. We definitely need this part, probably. Let me. Ah, the little guy's crying. Let me get this part. This is like their install script, which I do not like, but we can make it pretty later on. So that's forms and basic. Next we need, they set up work there. I do not agree, but let's copy in. Why do you do this? This is like the entry point in the command line, so this is actually telling me how to start it. So I'm going to put this in the run script. Like, we cannot use this in here, like the way it's currently written, but it definitely gives us some kind of manual. So this is kind of everything that's in here that we need for now, I guess. So we have like Trackcar version 4, which I do not like as a variable. Let me just copy this one in. We're going to refactor that later. So next we need like Java. We need Java for Alpine. And I wonder if Alpine has Java already. Nicholas, by the way, I just received an email that I can claim the Hacktoberfest shirt. Yeah, I've received it as well, mate. I received it as well, and right after the stream, I will like go into the forum and order it. Yep. Java. Is it Java, or is it just GRE or something? I'm not sure how to install Java on. OpenJDK GRE, of course it is. So OpenJDK GRE, okay. I think I just need this one. It's probably enough. It's available for all the architectures we need. RMMHF, Arch 46, 32 and 46 bits Intel machines. And we need it for the 3.8. So let's start with this. Like, we definitely need this. Come on, man. We're definitely going to need this. What is my keyboard doing? Or my fingers? Or the beer? I think the beer. I blame the beer. So we have Java. Next they install wget, which we need wget. Why would one use wget, right? That's not needed. Can just use curl. They use unzip. But why not pick up the, don't they have like the tar gzip version? Let's see. Tracker. Let me pick up this one. Tracker. My little guy is a little bit sick though. My girlfriend is here, my fiance, so she will take care of it now. But yeah. So wait. So if this is Java based, why in freaking hell do they have like a 64-bit ARM bit version like an other? Like, wait, what? Like, am I? This isn't Java? This is going to be interesting though. Linux installation. Use the appropriate version. Java is required to make Java runtime installed. Yeah, I can do that though. So they have like an installer. Oh, this is the installer. This is manual installation, so we need the manual installation one. That's it. Extract it into directory and use it to run. Okay, that's what we need. So we need other, which is a zip. Okay. Okay. Do I have an add-on which does like the same thing? Like github.com/add-ons /. Which add-on does like download a zip? Didn't I rewrite some add-on of yours, Lydia's, with some zip support? Wasn't Tautuli? Is Tautuli the one? Wasn't Tautuli the thing? No, this one uses Git. MQTT? Yeah, this was the one. Here we go. Unzip, moves it. Yeah, this is basically the logic I need. So let's copy it. So this is going to be tracker. Then we need their download URL, which seems to be this one. Gimme. I'm not even sure what I copy in here. Okay. So they have like a version in here, which I don't like. I like to specify the version like, this is like an extra, not layer, but yeah, I don't put it in URL directly. Let me get the URL. So this is 4.1 and we need other. I should have done that before. Here we go. So track car. Probably we need this one as well. No, we don't. We just need this. Okay. And then we're going to extract it to this. Sounds sane. So it can be extracted directly to the correct folder. That's kind of neat. Yep. This needs to be here. Let's do -p/op/trackcar. Here we go. And then we need to remove temporary files. This should basically install like whole freaking track car. Am I missing something? Like we download it, we add a package we need, we extract it, we remove the temporary file, and we have no wget, so yeah. Easy as that. You'll need the zip package too. I don't think so. I think it's already in. Do I need it? Oh, it's already in. It uses we have BusyBox here running, so it should have a zip package already. But we can test this real quick, right? So we don't need this one. That can be removed. Stop working there. That would be kind of nice. That's fine. If we set to working there, we probably do not need this one as well. Not sure though. Maybe later. Okay. So let me boot up Docker here, so we can actually start building the freaking thing, and let's see if it actually works. Or builds. Works is kind of the next step, right? So is Docker already started? Docker is starting. So what have you guys been up to this week? Have you done something interesting, something new? I've seen Mr. FreeCloud releasing some videos again. So what the hell is Docker doing? Are you guys still in here? Yeah, you are. How's the quality of the stream, by the way? Since I had some issues lately with the stream, especially when I play like the intro. So I've tried to fix that by reading the manual. Stupak, I'm trying to get my LED strip set up like the hookups video, but I'm having issues with flickering. Yeah, I have it as well, which is not because I followed the hookups video, because I tried something myself. So I'm like having the same issue. I think I need a capacitor to fix it, but yeah. Dutch Nicholas, it's good. Okay, thank you for letting me know, mister. Docker is running, by the way. vCloud info. Carlo. Trying to work on a new Halloween video, by the way. Okay. By the way, I'm hooked on your music, so I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, the music is, by the way, by Monster Cat, and I love their music. I love their music. So this is where I get the music from. And I'm thinking about getting a gold membership, by the way, to get a licensing agreement. Yeah. Nicholas, and right after the moment you say my reactions, the stream stopped. Okay. Yeah, it's really good upbeat music. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it at work as well. So, Docker has been starting. Let's see if it does something. Docker build, no cache. Track car. Docker build, no cache. Let's remove the no cache thingy. I don't want cache. Docker build -t. Build the hash on track car dev, which is in the current folder. Build it.
YOLO!
Holy crap. Did this thing just build? Just at the first run? What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck? This is like the first time. Oh man. Like I just copy paste stuff in, made some scaffolding, and well, it actually built. So it's done. We're done. It's done. So now I need to figure out ports and stuff. What the hell? Holy crap. Okay, so we need to know something about ports and stuff. Maybe the Docker manual can help us with this one. Entry point, yeah, fine. Yeah. Okay, so we need a lot of freaking ports. Holy moly. So there's a configuration file, apparently. Which is in here. What I could do, I could like change the add-on for a minute into like a host file system. So host network, let's change it to true. Let's remove the ports for now. This will make the add-on run whatever port it needs. So we can just go into the add-on and figure out what it needs, by the way. So that might be an idea, right? So let's open up the config folder as well. Not sure if I need it, but let's do that. Oh, the little fellow. He's so ill. Okay, let me get the logo in to make it look nice. So track car, what's your logo, man? Oh, that's just... So this just looks ugly. Stupak, not fun. No, it's not fun. The little fella is... I'm not sure how to explain it, by the way, in English. But he's awake every freaking 2 hours. Track car logo. I need a logo. Give me a logo now. So this seems like a pretty nice logo for... Oh, this is almost the correct size. Pretty nice logo for just a normal logo, but it's SVG, which I don't need. Let's just pick up this one. Yeah. CP downloads logo into logo PNG and one into icon. Open up this folder. Let me get the compressor out. Icon needs to be 128 pixels. Here we go. Save it. Optimize it. And here we go. Make it smaller. Done. So that makes it look a little nicer. So the state at this point is the thing builds, right? We know it builds. We have done some scaffolding. I could look into like slogan. Modern GPS tracking platform. That's a nice slogan. Let's add it in. Description. Here we go. Let's go into no, this is it. Let's just leave it at this one. Okay. Let's go into my home assistant, my empty one, my development one, my featural development setup one. Let's go into the store, let's refresh it, and then let's wait for the magic to happen. Map, the features of track cars seem very interesting. Yeah, I think so too. Ciao X. He's writing in Dutch, by the way. What are you making today? I'm just dropping in. Well, I'm trying to make an add-on again for a change, which I haven't done on stream lately. And I'm trying to create an add-on of this product, which is called Track Car, which allows you to use like GPS devices or other stuff to track stuff on Track Car. Let me get like images, which allows you to track stuff without cloud stuff. So just locally, thingies. Let's bring in thingies again. That's much better. But thank you for joining, Chowx. Chowx. So let's see. This is my private. This is my development one. I like how the themes help me to differentiate them. Track car. Here it is. Voila. We have an add-on. Let's install it. Let's see what happens. Install. That's cool. Nicholas, indeed, it's cool. And what I think it can do, by the way, I think it's possible for Home Assistant to publish its, like, if you have like an iOS device which sends in tracking data to Home Assistant, I think it's possible to create like an automation or, I don't know, something to push out the data Home Assistant has, the position data, into Track Car. So that would probably allow you to track your devices in time on a map. I think. I'm not sure, but I think it works. And it has an API. I know it has an API. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just trying to get it running, by the way. Stupak, I started thinking with Lovelace 2 days ago. Yeah, and you should. We discussed it earlier, yeah? I like the picture glance with my security cameras, kit motion camera. That is a good idea. I should use and install Motion Eye. I created Motion Eye. I got some cameras. Yeah. What Google already offers. Yeah, maybe they do, but this is like your own solution, right? Nicholas, this is like locally non-cloud based, like no data collection and for yourself, self-hosted. Stupak, I have temperature sensors in the room and I wish I could display the temperature instead of the icon. I don't know. I think I've seen screenshot. It should be possible though. Does Nicholas, there you can see where you have been in the past. Yeah, you can, but you're still dependent on a remote service. And I am not dependent on Google though. Yeah, I am. Everybody is, but I do not send those kind of that kind of data to Google. So the thing has built. It's here. It probably will start. Maybe we have an error, but it probably will start, since the only thing I currently build in the start stuff is... The only thing I put in here was a sleep, so it will just start sleeping. That's the thing. Here we go. And it starts sleeping. That's what it does. And that's kind of the thing we wanted to do, since what we can do at this point is go into the Docker container, which is running the add-on, and see what's happening. Maybe we can start it. Well, let's get into the virtual machine. So it's running. Here it is. Docker execute and interactive terminal. We on this container we're going to run bash. So now we're in tracker. Here it is. Dutch Nicholas. I don't use hash.io, no add-ons for me. That's a pity, man. Add-ons are really powerful. I like them, of course. Did you already install Tracker app on Android? No, I have not seen an Tracker app, and I do not own Android devices though. And the Jackson hash.io seems is pretty good to use. It doesn't need Raspberry only. Yeah, I'm running on Ubuntu PC lying around. Yeah, I'm running it on Ubuntu as well. On a stream, by the way, I'm using the thing you're looking at is just Ubuntu, and this is a Figment machine, VirtualBox based. So if I open VirtualBox, you would see it. Like it's running in here. It's called Mac.io to differentiate between the development system on Raspberry Pi, which I have as well, which is called hash.io. So this one runs on my Mac, and it's called Mac.io. But yeah. So I'm going to take a little break. I will be back in a sec and get me something to drink. Hold on. Oh, the wasted was still on. Back at my screen though. Hello. I meant to switch to the talk screen. Let me try again. Let me try again. Where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. Let me switch to the talk screen. Kabam! Let me see the chat. I want to eventually replace my Raspberry Pi for a better and perhaps switch to Has.io. Yeah, I can recommend it. I do like Has.io, and I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people like Docker. I don't get why people like Docker and hate Has.io. It's like the same freaking thing. Google Translate is terrible. What else is new, mister? Thank you for the announcement. New tweet, NKD. New release, yeah, that's a retweet. And Jackson, I switched off the Pi because it kept burning out SD cards. Yeah, that's an issue. Although my development machine is running on the same SD card for almost a year now, and it gets flashed pretty often, and I do builds with it as well from time to time and a lot of tests, so I'm kind of blessed it's still working though. InfluxDB, yeah, InfluxDB can be expensive for an SD card, I agree. Raspberry Pi is nice for a start. I noticed that after a while the Raspberry Pi is not strong enough, especially if you install add-ons though. So I'm kind of guilty. Guilty as charged. I'm looking forward to HasOS eventually. To have an SSD disk instead of an SD card. Can't you just like boot it from USB? I'm not sure. Oh, they're working on it. Okay. That would be nice. I'm using a 500 gigs HDD at the moment. I'm using a 500 gig SSD, which is kind of cool. vCloud info. You might be able to use tracker data in Grafana and plot a map, which would be easy to display in HA. Interesting though. I'm going to experience it. It can be an SD card then. Yeah, it is an SanDisk SD card, by the way, which didn't burn until now today. So it's still fine. Let me check if it's still fine in a sec though. To Sky 2000, hello. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Stupak, those are terrible. I don't know. I have one. It works fine though. So no problems in this department. So that's the chat. Thank you. I see J-Dad is still the boss though. He is getting attacked a little by a couple of fellows though. I use them in my Raspberry Pi. Those SanDisks. Yeah, I think they're pretty decent. But I think SanDisk has like multiple classes you can buy. So I think you have like pay more than $1. I think that's kind of the golden rule. Don't be greedy. This beer is phenomenal. Okay, let me switch back to my desktop. I still need to fix the chat thingy though. Stupak, actually I'm wrong. I'm thinking of SanDisk USB flash drives. I went through 8 of them in 3 months on my FreeNAS server. So why would you put in USB sticks in your FreeNAS server? Beats me. So Tracker, it has been running its sleep window, and I was going to get into the container, which I'm already am right now, and let's see if we can start the freaking thing. So there was something in the documentation about, oh man, I have too many tabs. Close this one. I don't need this one. I don't need the logo thing. I will keep this one open just in case someone asks. I got the release already. Bye bye. I got the logo. This is like the home page. And this is like how to run a Docker container, which might be useful. This is the request, which I do not need at this point. This is their demo, which I do not need. Supported devices, I do not need. So let me get into the documentation and let me see how does this thing run. Linux installation. No, it was a manual installation part, right? Where's the manual one? I lost it. Where was the manual installation? Quick start guide. Fine. I'm pretty sure I saw a manual installation somewhere. Installer, that's where I saw it. Manual installation, yeah. So this is apparently how you start it. Let's see what happens if you just run part of the executable. Configuration file not provided, that's correct. Stupak, it's actually a recommended installation method for FreeNAS. Okay, I did not know, I'm not using that product. So you don't have to use SATA drives. Or 2 if you use RAID. I believe it's just configuration details that say the USB drives. That's not a lot. Okay. I have like a Netgear readiness, readiness. That's how you say it. Network attached storage. So I'm not sure what it's doing. I'm not sure if it's working. So I'm not sure. Maybe we can just like open port 80 and it works. Oh, that's Home Assistant. Let's port 80 and it redirects. Why? This is doing nothing. So I kind of expected something to happen. So that's kind of disappointing. Maybe I'm missing a step or something. Manual, just run this. Set up the paths in track car XML. Oh, I did not do that. Maybe that's the problem. Let's cancel it. So there are paths in here. So we ever did it. There's nothing in here. Okay. Can I do like this? No, it dies. Has somebody tips on how to run HASI or HasOS on FreeNAS? Well, HasOS on FreeNAS, that won't be a possibility since HasOS is an operating system. So running HasI on FreeNAS might be possible since it would just run on generic Linux. So I don't see why it wouldn't do. You can definitely try. FreeNAS is just installed on top of like an existing system, right? Over 10 million downloads. Okay. What the hell? It's free BSD. I'm kind of a bit worried about Python. Okay. But Python doesn't matter since you don't need Python for HasIO. HasIO is just like Docker. It's all Docker based. So I kind of expected something to happen. So I am missing something. And I'm not sure what to do. Let me go into this one. What's in here? This one just Java. So this has some extra options. Let me add those. So Java and XMS 512 and XM 512 and D Java.NET prefer IPv4 for stack is true. Maybe this helps. I'm not sure. Why not use a VM? That's a good question. Docker should be able to provide what I need to run FreeNAS though. So you can probably run FreeNAS inside a Docker container as well, right? To Sky, I'm not really good with Docker. I looked into Rancher FreeNAS, but didn't get far. Okay. I'm not familiar with those things though. I'm familiar with Docker though. I'm not familiar with the thing that's happening here. I'm kind of expecting something. Maybe you should open a secondary connection and see what's running in the system. That's kind of disappointing. Like, there's always something that doesn't work right. Docker PS, Docker execute, TI, So it is running though. Is there something in here like a log file? Oh, there's a log. Okay. Oh, it's running at this port. 8082. Okay. So it's 8082. Well, hello. Tuska, what are you wanting? A storage server or virtualization server? That's a good question, since those are two separate things, by the way. vCloud Intel, didn't you have to hit the website now? Yeah, I tried, but I had a wrong port. So I've learned it runs on this port now. Because of the log files, I didn't see it stated somewhere. Email. Admin. I think this is a register. Or is it just admin? Oh, it is admin. Thank you very much, Carla. That's really appreciated. So this is kind of cool. Let me show you where I live. I'm living this is high. I'm living right here in Enschede. So this is like here in the Netherlands, like this little tiny country here. Just at the German border, it's like for me, it's just a 5-minute drive. I live like around here, so it's just and then I'm in Germany. Frank, what are better for you, subscriptions or bit? I honestly, I don't know. But thank you for asking. I don't know, man. I haven't looked into. I am a part. No, I'm not a partner. I'm affiliated to Twitch now. So when you start out with Twitch, you have like a streamer account, and then if you do enough, like you have enough visitors and viewers and followers and other things, they will upgrade you to affiliate status, which I have, and then later on they will make you partner if you're large enough, which is kind of thing that's unreachable, I guess. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the payouts though. But yeah, I do earn some. I get some money for like bits and subscribers, which is really appreciated. If you usually like your free Twitch Prime, if you have Twitch Prime, you can just subscribe to my channel, which is just for a single month, which is a free subscription for you, and I will like get a couple of bucks. I'm not sure how much, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I use the most of the money I get from like coffee and the Twitch stream for running the development of the add-ons, which I have a couple of servers. I got 4 servers running, and if some money is left, I can do some additional things. Like I've ordered a lot of hardware at this point, and I'm currently working on a project based on ESP chips, which is unique. I have not seen anybody try this yet, and I'm going to keep it a little secret. Definitely going to keep it secret, but that's a project I'm going to work on. I'm going to make a device which can be used with Home Assistant, which hasn't been published before, which no one has done before. And well, those donations help me to be able to do those kinds of things, so that's kind of cool. As to Sky, normal has IO server, and we're about time resources on Raspberry Pi. I've seen people running a lot of stuff on a Pi though, that's pretty amazing. Mr. Bonani, cheat 55 bits. Mr. Thank you very much. You say bits? Yeah, I say bits, and thank you for the bitch, man. Thank you for the bits. I almost said bitch. Did I say bitch? Nah, bits. I said bits. I'm pretty sure I said bits. Here's a little cat for you, mister. He's playing you bits. He's pretty good. Still like 500 bits, mister. Thank you very much. Thank you for the bits, boy. That's really appreciated. You guys are attacking JDad, by the way. If you look at the top corner here, he's almost gone. He's almost gone. He's no longer a boss, almost. But thank you for the bits. What would you like to see? Would you like Snoop Dogg or a cat or something else? Or can I do something for you? But the thing runs, by the way. Snoop, you like Snoop. Snoop, where's Snoop? You're Snoop. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Thank you for the bits, mister. That's really appreciated. Thank you very much. So the thing runs. right? We have something running, and I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Like, what can I do? Is there some like, oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. So there's an admin account. We have like, oh, so you can choose your own map layer. Okay. Does not change a thing. So I guess I was already looking at that one. Let's try R2 base maps. It's not changing a thing. I don't know, man. So groups. We have a group now. Cool. Geofences. Not sure what I'm looking at. Server. Holy crap, there are a lot of options in this thing. Geofences. Fine. And then you can define an area. Oh, that's cool. That's cool though. That's really cool. There is a tracking client you can put on your phone and then register it with the server. Yeah, in this case I don't think it works since I'm on a virtual machine, which is not exposed to any world. But yeah, I get the idea. So maybe there's an API or something. I'm not sure, but geofences look kind of sick. Users, notifications. What can I do with a notification? Oh, look at this. Speed limit exceeded. Like, get an alert as soon as your wife like exceeds the speed limit. That would be super useful. Like if she's speeding to like a shopping mall or something. I don't know, man. I can imagine this is probably meant for kids. No, I'm pretty sure this is like for companies or something. I think that would be kind of useful, right? For a company, like tracking your vehicle. How do you call it? Vehicle pool of vehicles. Kind of cool. Calendars. I'm not sure. Oh, and it crashed. So, okay. Nice feature. Maintenance. Yeah, this is like built for managing a pool of cars, right? Maintenance. Would be insane if we could like do notifications against Home Assistant. How does this work? Type, channel, mail, web. Okay, maybe we can create a new channel or something. How does web work? Not sure. Two skies, two park. Which do you? Oh, that's FreeNAS still going on. Use a cell phone. The interweb says you can send data to a server via URL. Well, if that is possible, that would be like insane, right? That would make it possible for us to send data into Home Assistant. But I'm not sure. I don't know. /ID. That's useful information, Mr. vCloud. That's useful. So this is part of the URL I've seen in the original ticket, which I already closed, but the guy who initially requested this in March this year sent in a similar thing, but I'm not sure where to configure it. Drivers, those are persons, right? Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Actually, I'm not doing anything at this point. But yeah. There's an awful lot of data in here. data goes in port 5055. Yeah, the ports. There are probably a lot of ports in here as well, since I've seen this devices list and it's listing ports. It lists an awful lot of ports, and I've seen this on the Docker installation as well. Like they're opening up like 150 ports. Like that would be freaking hell to create in Home Assistant, to be honest, since you have to list each freaking port in Home Assistant. That's just painful. Yeah, you can run it on a host network, but generally you should avoid running stuff on a host network, right? So web enable, web port, web path. So you can enable some stuff. Geocoder format, distance. Wow, there's an awful lot of stuff in here. This is going to take some time to configure and build though. Okay. This track car seems awesome. Well, thank you to Sky. I'm not sure if we're going to make it, but so far it just starts and boots up, so that's kind of cool. So let's see if we can like make this more functional on the add-on side, right? So we're now running it manually. So I'm going to see if we can run it like straight from the first run. So let's create like declarement. I already forgot the commands, man. Let me get another add-on. I've been coding too much this week, like work related and other stuff, and coding is slow now in my head. No, I need a servers. Yeah, which is the wrong one. Let me get an example here. I need this one. So let's declare an array. So we're going to store the options in here, and then we can do like options. I'm not sure if we need this much memory though. I'm going to limit the memory a little more, since we have to take into account that most people will run this on a Raspberry Pi. So we have to disable IPv4, IPv6, or prefer IPv4 actually. That's because of hasIO, so that's fine. Mine's jar. Thanks for the copy and paste. This is memory. So we should do something about the configuration file later on, but we'll see. We'll see what's some laptop happening here. It wants to update something. Go away. Don't bother me. Track car seems awesome too, Sky. I think it will be awesome as well. I think it's pretty useful. there's an is literal in here. Not to make excited, but don't bother me. That's not going to work, is it? I've done this before. I'm going to fix this later. Okay, so that should run it straight from the start. The track car XML, we might need to create our own version of it. I'm not sure if this thing supports like SSL. Does it? Let's find SSL. For email it does. That's about it. What is it with all these daemons and these tools not supporting SSL out of the box? Like, this requires us to add like Nginx again. Like, put a proxy in front of it to provide SSL for the add-on. Sucks though. And that would not work for the other ports, I suspect. But I guess the most important one is the main port. Okay, okay. So there's a config file. We can check if what's in it. I've seen it a little bit. But... So there's nothing in here, just the database setting. That's it, and it imports default XML. That's kind of cool though. I could create like a trackcard.xml and put it in like the configuration folder of the user, like in /config in the Home Assistant folder, so you can like modify it maybe and then load it in here. Maybe, I'm not sure. So this is all the options: log levels, filters, events, notifiers, database login user. This is just a query statement. This is not something you want to be able to customize though, unless you are using your own system. Okay. Holy crap, this is the list of ports. So they actually are using 150 ports. Oh, even more. The list isn't complete. Holy crap. Holy cow. Holy mother of home automations. Holy mother of home automations. Dominic97K Dan, thank you for the follow, mister, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the home automation family. Is that something? This is the second time I say this. I don't know why. The home automation family. Welcome. We're the family of the, like the Addams family. We could like remix the Addams family song with home automation family. Ciao X. It is XD. Well, we're one thing for sure. Home Assistant is a cool community. It's like I've done some like open source development in the past, and not only for Home Assistant but some other projects as well. But the community around Home Assistant is just insane. It's insane. It's like truly like one big freaking family, like a home automation family. Or maybe we can be the Internet of Thingies, the Internet of the Internet of Thinkers, home automation family. We should think about something. We should call ourselves something like Home Assisters. No,